Good morning to Missouri. It's Thursday, March 8th, 2018. Thanks for waking up with us.
And even though it's actually March, it doesn't really feel like
Feels
March.
like January.
Yeah, we've got a couple more below average days. We're actually going to be back in the 60s next week, so we still have a week away to wait for that, but it is near. At least it's coming. Yeah, here's a look at what's happening at your door this morning. Compared to yesterday, we're seeing clearer skies slightly. We are hanging on to a little bit of extra cloud cover as you're heading out the door this morning. But as high pressure takes place later on this morning, we actually quickly see those skies clearing out. We've got a ton of sunshine in store for at least the second half of the day. Here's a look at your temperatures, though. And again, keep in mind it is feeling a little bit cooler than this, but we have fallen back into the mid-20s. Actually, we're down to about 24 for both Macon and here in Columbia at the warmest. We're hanging on to 29 degrees off to our west near the Sedalia area. We should be back at least more comfortably in the upper 30s by the lunch hour, and then nearing 43 for a high today, so slightly warmer and calmer than we were yesterday. We're going to see some more sunshine in there as well. We have a little bit of a warm-up in store for at least the first half of this weekend, so we're going to take a look at that and my full 8-day forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Tori, thanks. The second major storm in less than a week is continuing to keep the East Coast under a winter storm warning today.
It's dumped more than 2 feet of snow in some areas, with nearly 1 million residents still without power. From Pennsylvania to New England, thousands of flights across the region are canceled this morning, and Amtrak is delayed until 10 a.m.
At least one person died yesterday as the powerful nor'easter hit the East Coast. Police say an 88-year-old woman in New York died after being hit by a falling tree. A storm late last week killed 9 people in the same region.
A middle school teacher in New Jersey was struck by lightning while dismissing her students. She says she felt a tingling to her hand and arm. She was taken to a local hospital, but her injuries were not believed to be life-threatening. No one else was injured.
The storm taught one college basketball team a lesson on teamwork after practice. The bus carrying the Northeastern University women's basketball team, it got stuck on a hill, so the players got out of the bus, braved the conditions, and helped push it back on track. The team and bus made it back to the hotel safely.
Today, President Trump will meet with video game industry leaders at the White House. In response to the Florida shooting last month, they'll discuss the connection between violence and video games. This could be a move by the Trump administration put pressure on the video game industry, while others are putting pressure on changes to gun laws.
School district in Birmingham, Alabama is closed today after one student was killed and another injured. It happened in what officials are calling an accidental shooting. Classes were finished for the day when the shooting happened, but many students and faculty were still on campus.
The 19-year-old suspected of shooting and killing 17 people at a Florida school last month was indicted on Wednesday. Nicholas Cruz is charged with 17 counts of first-degree murder and 17 counts of attempted murder. His public defender said he'll plead guilty if the death penalty is taken off of the table. The state attorney's office has not said whether it will seek the death penalty. The Florida governor will decide as early as today whether to sign a gun bill recently passed by Florida lawmakers. The Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School Public Safety Act would raise the age to buy all firearms to 21 years old and impose a 3-day waiting period for most gun purchases. It would also provide new mental health programs and prohibit bump stocks.
President Trump's expected to officially announce tariffs on steel and aluminum today, but the White House says Mexico, Canada, and other countries could see carve-outs, citing national security concerns. It's a move that could soften the blow amid threats of retaliation by trading partners and dire economic warnings from others.
Former Trump campaign manager Paul Manafort will be arraigned today in Virginia. Manafort has already been indicted on charges brought by special counsel Robert Mueller. Today, the arraignment will be about the additional charges of failing to pay taxes and bank fraud, which are separate from Mueller's charges.
The White House says President Trump has already won an arbitration case against the porn star who's suing him. Stephanie Clifford, also known as Stormy Daniels, filed a lawsuit to try and invalidate a non-disclosure agreement she cites many times where President Trump's legal counsel, Michael Cohen, tried to keep her from speaking out about an alleged sexual encounter.
South Korea's president says many critical moments still lie ahead to end the nuclear crisis with North Korea. Today's statement comes despite of North Korea's recent outreach to South Korea and the U.S. South Korea's officials said the North offered to talk with the U.S. over normalizing ties and denuclearization during a recent meeting. The North also agreed to suspend nuclear and missile tests during these talks. Two top South Korean officials head to D.C. today to meet with National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster. The officials will tell U.S. officials more about its meeting with North Korea. This could lead to talk about Kim's apparent willingness to discuss disarming its nuclear weapons. It's unclear whether the U.S. will accept the North's reported offer for talks.
And here's what's happening right now. St. Louis police are searching for an escaped prisoner after the guard transporting him, get this, fell asleep. Prison guard Lamont Henderson took 33-year-old Brian Jordan and one other prisoner to East St. Louis to transfer them to another prison. They checked into the Casino Queen Hotel while waiting for other guards to arrive and take the prisoners. Authorities say they were not supposed to do that. Henderson says he fell asleep for about 40 minutes, and when he woke up, Jordan was gone and had stolen over $5,000 from him. Police say they don't think Henderson is armed, but he is still on the loose. Safe to say, between checking into a casino hotel and falling asleep, this guard is 0 for 2.
Right. I think you're right. All right, Jordan, thanks. Police are releasing details about the Clinton police officer killed during a 911 call gone wrong in Clinton. Officer Christopher Morton was shot and killed after responding to that call, but police say he was sent to the wrong house about 15 minutes away from where the call came from. They aren't sure why or how that happened. When Morton and two officers arrived, a man fired at them, killing Morton and injuring the two others.
Police say the suspected shooter is 37-year-old James Waters. Waters was found dead in the home when the SWAT team arrived. Police are still investigating his death. Court records show Waters has past convictions for drugs and resisting arrest. He has served 4 different prison sentences since 2000. A woman living in the home was also arrested for possession and intent to sell meth. Top officials all over Missouri are reacting to Officer Morton's death. Governor Greitens said, in part, Clinton is grieving and the entire state of Missouri stands with him. Senator Roy Blunt released a statement saying Morton put his life on the line in service to his community and our nation. Attorney General Josh Hawley tweeted, Missouri is grateful for Officer Morton's courage and dedication to protecting those in need. He truly gave the ultimate sacrifice. Senator Claire McCaskill's office tweeted saying she's praying for Officer Morton's family and loved ones.
Missouri state senators passed a bill making it easier to terminate a father's parental rights if the child was the result of rape. The proposal passed Wednesday allows judges to terminate a father's parental rights if there was clear and convincing evidence that he raped the mother. The judge would also have to weigh whether termination would be in the child's best interest.
A House bill could give prosecutors a greater ability to file charges against drug traffickers. KMU8's Abby Dodge is live at the Capitol with what's being changed.
The proposed bill would add fentanyl to the list of drugs prosecutors can charge people with trafficking. I spoke with the bill's sponsor, who says right now the only laws regarding fentanyl are for possession. He says fentanyl is the deadly future of the drug trafficking industry. That's why he's acting now. Schroer says the addition of fentanyl to the statutes would put more offenders behind bars.
We can see the prosecutors actually, putting the feet to the fire of these criminals, throwing them in jail and getting them off the streets if need be. They can work with these criminals if it's a lower level offender that's just trafficking in a little bit of fentanyl. We can try to get to the big dogs, so to speak.
The bill will be voted on in committee next week. Reporting live in Jefferson City, Abby Dodge, KMU8 News.
Thanks, Abby. Protests kicked off International Women's Day in Spain and Paris today. There was a pot-banging protest at midnight in Spain where Spanish women called their first nationwide strike to demand fair wages and end domestic violence. In Paris, a sign was lit at the Eiffel Tower that now says, "Now we act." The mayor of Paris was there to promote the French equivalent of the Time's Up movement. McDonald's will also flip its arches to make a W in honor of International Women's Day. Only one McDonald's in California will actually physically flip its arches, but it will flip across all digital channels nationwide. At several other locations, employees will wear special hats and shirts. This is the first time in history McDonald's has flipped its arches.
A style of jeans sold last fall is being recalled after reports of skin cuts and lacerations. Retailer Tops and Downs is issuing a recall on 30,000 pairs of Cat and Jack girls' star-studded jeans, which were only sold at Target. Tiny metal stars on the jeans are apparently causing some injuries. 6 cases have already been reported. Those who bought the jeans can return them for a full refund.
Health Services Corporation Cigna is reportedly close to finalizing a deal with Express Scripts, a St. Louis-based pharmacy benefits manager. The terms of the potential deal were not released. Cigna was not available for comment, and Express Scripts reportedly declined to comment. The transaction could be worth more than $50 billion. Many American powders show signs of metal products like arsenic and mercury, according to recent tests. The nonprofit organization Clean Label Project teamed up with an accredited Colorado lab and tested many different products. The results were based on star ratings for overall purity, and they found plant-based protein powders were by far the dirtiest.
Get excited. Mizzou basketball announced star freshman Michael Porter Jr. will play in the SEC tournament today. Porter had been out since November after having back surgery. Coach Conzo Martin says MPJ won't be starting, but will see a lot of playing time. The tip-off against Georgia is set for 2:30 this afternoon.
A slippery spill in Florida. 60,000 pounds of Busch beer spilled into Interstate 10 following a tractor-trailer accident. The Highway Patrol says a semi spilled its cargo after the driver failed to stay in his lane. The tractor-trailer overturned onto the passenger side. There were no injuries, and the driver was cited for careless driving.
All right, and if you can believe it, we're actually off to an even chillier start to your morning so far. Wind chill temperatures out your door back into the mid to lower teens, actually, for a lot of us. But we have a little bit of a warm-up, at least, to talk about for Friday and Saturday for the first half of the weekend. I'll have details in your weekend forecast coming up right after the break.
Taking an extra aspirin may be more dangerous than you think. What doctors are saying about the safe way to manage your pain. You're now taking a look over our sky cam over the Columbia Regional Airport. The time is now 4:41 a.m. and this is KOMU 8 News Today, coverage you can count on.
You've been a good citizen. You've played the game. But you make one wrong move, and boom, you lose your freedom. At Rick Higgins Bail Bonds, we aren't here to judge. We're here to help you in your time of need. Rick Higgins Bail Bonds. Think of us as your get-out-of-jail card. When your freedom's at stake, remember the name, Rick Higgins Bail Bonds.
A Chevrolet is a Chevrolet, but a Jim Butler Chevrolet comes with something more. The best price, guaranteed, the most for your trade-in, and the feeling you made the best decision possible. We don't just sell you a car. We help you buy the car you want without the typical dealership hassle. We're the #1 Chevy dealer in the region because we do deals the other guys just won't. Get started at MidmoPowerhouse.com and you'll find out why.
Jim Butler is the Chevy Powerhouse.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. From exams and cleanings to more expensive procedures, they're all included with the Carefree Dental Card. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month, and everyone in your household can use the same card.
Call the number on the screen. Representatives are standing by to assist you. Now, your live Doppler 8 First Alert weather.
Good morning, Missouri. Your time now is 4:43. We're going to start off with a live look over the Lake of the Ozarks. A lot of us still hanging on to a fair amount of cloud cover this morning. The good news is, as high pressure takes on over, most of those clouds are going to clear out. We've got a ton of sunshine and a teeny bit of a warm-up to talk about for later on this afternoon. But in the meantime, we're even colder, if you can believe it, than yesterday morning by about 5 degrees or so. So that puts us anywhere from 21 in Kansas City to 31 in the St. Louis area. And, of course, here at home, we are splitting the difference there. Now, here is some of that cloud cover that we're still hanging on to from that massive low pressure system. High pressure, though, is going to take its place. So the good news with that is our winds are going to calm down. So even though our top temperatures today aren't that much warmer than yesterday, I think that, and coupled with a little bit more in the way of sunshine, is actually going to feel pretty nice, or at least a little bit nicer than that bitter cold day that we had yesterday and the day before. Our next weather maker, low pressure system, sitting well off to our northwest at this point. It's just kind of stalled out, and it is going to lift through first as a warm front on Saturday, and then the trailing cold front behind it pushes us back into the 40s over the course of the weekend, and it also brings us some rain chances in there too. So let's take a closer look with your precipcast. Like I said, we could still hang on to maybe a few passing clouds early on this morning, but we do clear out for the rest of the day. Expect very, very sunny skies with the exception of some of our upper level clouds here or there throughout this afternoon. But clouds increase again as we head into your evening hours tonight. We're actually going to be experiencing a mostly cloudy, if not overcast at times, day on Friday. The good news is at this point, the rain actually looks like it's going to hold off overnight Friday and Saturday. So that first round that we kind of talked about yesterday, I'm not really expecting, and I think most of Saturday actually remains really dry as well. Of course, we are going to hang on to a very cloud-covered sky, keeping temperatures on Friday and Saturday, though, both back into the middle 50s, so that should at least feel a little bit nicer than we've been today and for the past couple of days. But here's our next rain chance. Now, keep in mind, moisture still looks pretty limited with this system over the course of the weekend, so we're not going to pick up much, I think, between Saturday and Sunday, maybe about 1/4 of an inch up to 1/2 of an inch at the very, very most, but that's about it. Either way, here's a look at that timing here. It does look like the rain holds off until after about 8 or 9 o'clock on Saturday. And then here's Sunday. We're going to be dealing with spotty light shower activity throughout a good portion of Sunday morning. I think some of our snow chances that you can see trailing off to the north and northwest don't start to move south into our KMU8 viewing area until the afternoon. Of course, first for some of our northern counties, and then second later in the afternoon and early evening for some of our southern counties as well. We're seeing a little bit of a wintry mix. I don't think we're going to be seeing much in the way of freezing rain or freezing drizzle, so that's some good news there. But we might, again, kind of like what we did with a couple of days ago, just pick up another really light dusting on some of our grassy areas and things like that. But again, I still think we're going to be a little bit too warm for a lot of that to stick around or for a lot of that to really accumulate to anything. But we're going to take all of the rain that we can get with this system at this point because we are, of course, going to be really dry and actually trending finally a little bit warmer for next week. So I'll show you that forecast here in just a little bit. Temperatures today, like I said, teeny bit warmer than yesterday, but still below average. We only make it back into the lower 40s. Overnight tonight, our actual air temperature is going to be a little bit warmer, but we're actually still looking at wind chills back into the upper teens and lower 20s. So kind of a chillier start to the day there. Here's a look at the rest of your 8-day forecast. Warming trend begins tomorrow. We're finally back at least into the mid-50s more comfortably for Friday and Saturday. Rain chances are out of our way after about 10 o'clock on Sunday, and you can see the majority of the work week next week is actually trending sunnier, more dry, and we have a couple of 60-degree temperatures on the map for both Thursday and Friday, and it looks like that trend could continue even into next weekend.
All right, thanks so much. How a printer and an app can team up to keep you healthy, and it doesn't even involve a trip to the doctor.
You're now taking a look over our sky cam at Jefferson City. The time is now 4:47 a.m. KMU8 News Today. Coverage you can count on.
Hi, I'm Jay Ashcroft. Here at the Secretary of State's office, we take the integrity of our elections seriously. Missourians passed Constitutional Amendment 6. Missouri's new photo ID law is now in effect. Have questions about the new voter ID law or need to register to vote? We're here to help. Visit showittovote.com or call 866-868-3245. Remember, if you're registered, you can vote.
At Dave Griggs Flooring America, we have some recipes you're gonna love. It's a great time of the year for a new kitchen floor with our waterproof luxury vinyl tile or luxury vinyl planks. Or get the kitchen you've always wanted with beautiful ceramic tile. And wow, do we have a huge selection of tile. And to whet your appetite, go to our Facebook page or our website to get a free $100 coupon. The style of a new kitchen floor. Tasty.
Are you behind on your mortgage? Is the bank threatening to take your home? Is your house underwater because you owe more than it's worth? Are you considering trying to get a loan modification on your own? Did you know that less than 5% of people who tried on their own actually got a modification? At the Mortgage Modification Helpline, we know the rules and regulations banks don't want you to know about. And we've helped thousands of people stay in their homes. Are you struggling to keep up? Are you past due on your mortgage? If so, we can help. It doesn't matter if you have bad credit, been turned down, or if you're currently getting the runaround from your lender. The call and consultation is free, and it only takes a few minutes to find out if we can help. So call the Mortgage Modification Helpline today, and let's get your loan modified into one you can afford.
Please call 800-470-4219. That is 800-470-4219.
Welcome back, everyone. Here's what's happening right now. 11 countries are expected to sign the landmark Asia-Pacific Trade Agreement in Santiago today, but not the United States. Last year, the U.S. pulled out of the pact 3 days after President Trump's inauguration to protect U.S. jobs. The agreement aims to reduce tariffs. The 11 countries amount to more than 13% of the global economy. If the U.S. was in it, it would have amounted to 14%. But it will still be one of the globe's 3 largest trade agreements, and it will be signed later this afternoon.
In your medical news this morning, a new study says taking an extra painkiller is more dangerous than you think. The study says about 6% of people who take over-the-counter painkillers exceed the maximum dose at least once a week. The risk was highest during winter months because common cold medicines also contain painkillers. Past research has shown the overuse of acetaminophen can damage the liver.
An Alabama death row inmate is recovering after his execution failed. Doyle Lee Ham was supposed to be put to death for a 1987 murder. His lawyer says the attempted execution was botched and bloody. Medical personnel tried to find veins in his groin, feet, and legs suitable for lethal injection for nearly 3 hours. Ham is now asking for his death sentence to be vacated. A new report says women are 5 times more likely to donate a kidney than men. Data from Europe shows more than 1/3 of women who are medically suitable donate a kidney to their husbands. Only 7% of men in the same situation donate a kidney to their wives.
Higher levels of vitamin D may be linked to a lower risk of cancer. That's according to a new study of 30,000 Japanese adults. It showed people with the highest vitamin D levels were 20% less likely to develop cancer. High vitamin D was especially linked to a lower risk of liver cancer and less of an effect on the prostate. A 3D printed device may be about to change the way you track your blood pressure. When attached to the back of your phone and paired with an app, it works as well as a finger cuff for delivering instant measurements. Researchers at Michigan State say more testing is needed to see if it can work as well as a traditional arm cuff in doctors' offices. You're now taking a look over our sky cam in Columbia. The time is now 4:52 a.m. on this Thursday morning.
Pleasant interruptions? A phone call from an old friend. Finding out you've won a prize. Bad interruptions? Allergies and asthma. Columbia Allergy and Asthma Specialist tests for a wide range of allergies and treats you with your custom plan so that your symptoms go away. Flowers, pets, changing seasons? You can enjoy them. We'd like to help. Go to breatheasyandlivefree.com or call for an appointment.
Columbia Allergy and Asthma Specialist.
Our commitment is reflected in the quality of our products. We believe it's the pride in our work that makes Window World America's largest exterior remodeler. We stand behind our promise of providing you great service at great prices. Need windows, doors, or siding? We've got you covered, all backed by a lifetime warranty. Window World, simply the best for less.
Tired of trying to hide your belly bulge? Now there's a fun, effective, and easy way to get fit and toned in just minutes a day with the Simply Fit board.
I'm Lori Grenier from Shark Tank. I like being toned, but I'm not big into working out and sweating. That's why I fell in love with the Simply Fit board.
The secret is its unique twisting motion and balanced board pivoting action that engages your entire core, all while having fun. Call or go online now to get your Simply Fit board for only $39.99.
This is the KOMU8 Cares Calendar.
The Columbia Community Band presents the Winds of March concert on Sunday at Battle High School. The theme for the concert is songs and dances, and it's free to attend. Also Sunday, the Columbia Civic Orchestra and Columbia Chamber Choir perform in the Missouri Composers Project, featuring new works by Missouri composers.
This KOMU8 Cares Calendar is brought to you by Restoration Eye Care, a KOMU8 caring company.
Everything looks amazing here, except for this.
The world judges. We don't.
Planet Fitness. Be free.
Rush hour traffic, don't you just love it? The roads are not too bad, but there is a stall.
The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Join Planet Fitness for only $1 down, then pay just $10 a month. Now through Thursday, March 15th.
Now, your live Doppler 8 First Alert weather.
All right, welcome back. Your time now is 4:55. We've been dealing with a couple of really windy days heading into your Wednesday and Tuesday. Our highest recorded wind gusts yesterday, not quite as bad as the 48-mile-per-hour wind that we saw on Tuesday, but yesterday we did reach a wind gust high of around 35 miles per hour. That's not going to be the case, fortunately, especially later on this afternoon for us today. But winds, there's still a little bit of a breeze out there this morning. It's out of the northwest at 12 miles per hour. So even though our top temperatures aren't too bad, or our overnight low temperatures rather that we're seeing out your door this morning aren't too bad, that's just enough of a breeze to make a lot of us feeling like the teens. So you'll definitely want to dress for more of that winter weather as you're heading out the door this morning. And we're still going to feel that nice breeze, I think, for a good majority of the morning. But for the rest of the afternoon and into our evening hours tonight, once that area of high pressure starts to move on in, we are going to see our winds shift more so out of the east and southeast. Of course, eventually that's going to help usher in some warmer temperatures to us by your Friday and Saturday. But you can see they really calm down later on this afternoon and overnight tonight. So wind chills out your door at this point tomorrow morning shouldn't be bad. As far as actual air temperature, we're hanging around the 20s for a good majority of the morning hours. Seeing a little bit of cloud cover in there as well, but abundant sunshine for the rest of the afternoon. Now, our top temperatures today, along with those calm winds, are going to feel a little bit nicer, even though we still only make it back into the lower 40s. We do have that really nice warm up for Friday and Saturday that I'm going to talk more about. Plus, I'll hit on our rain chances again for the weekend coming up in just a little bit. Jordan?
Thanks, Tori. Here's what's happening right now. Authorities will give an update on the investigation into the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 today. It's the 4th anniversary of one of the world's biggest aviation mysteries. Flight MH370, a Boeing 777 jetliner, was on its way from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing on March 8, 2014, when it went missing with 239 passengers and crew on board. While pieces of debris have washed up around the Indian Ocean, the main wreckage of the plane that is crucial to determining why it crashed has never been found. The official search for the jet was called off last year. A new one conducted by a Houston-based firm could be completed in June. Guys?
All right, thank you very much.
You're now taking a look over our sky cam at the Columbia Regional Airport. The time is now 4:57 a.m.
At MetaHealth, we want you to look and feel your best. You can lose up to £1 a day with our new prescription HCG program. We offer you the key to successful weight management. Call us today to set up a free consultation. Get to know Dr. Latricia Thomas.
I have a family practice here in Columbia, and I enjoy treating children and adults from regular checkups to dentures.
A concerned partner in your dental health.
It's my job to make you look and feel your best.
A reputation built on trust.
Every patient's different. We work with you to try to tailor a treatment to your needs.
Expert, accomplished, empathetic.
I know going to the dentist for a lot of patients is very stressful, so I try to make every appointment as comfortable and informative as possible.
Dr. Thomas at Thomas Family Dental, now accepting new patients.
At Slumberland, the prices on all kinds of mattresses are going down. Up to 60% off, like this Sealy Luxury Firm mattress for just $3.99. Plus lots more. The store-wide mattress sale at Slumberland. It's a good life.
At Slumberland, we'll meet or beat any price. Or we can do a lot better than the Tooth Fairy. We'll give you $100.
It's the Dream Team 30-day price guarantee, and it's only at Slumberland.
Introducing the Airbrush Beauty Breakthrough, Luminous Air, the Hollywood celebrity's secret to beauty.
I looked in the mirror and it was like, whoa. It's a miracle makeup. It's the only makeup I will use.
It is infinitely better than anything else I have ever used in the past.
Liquid and powder foundations are heavy and cakey and can make you look older. Luminous mixes an ultralight foundation with a gentle stream of air. It eliminates cakiness and uses up to 10 times less makeup than liquids. You'll never look like you're wearing heavy, cakey foundation. Age spots, blemishes, rosacea, pigmentation problems all disappear. And Airbrush blurs and softens the look of wrinkles. sales. Now Luminous Air is on sale. That's right. You won't pay $29.95. Now for a limited time, you'll get the airbrush kit, 2 bottles of foundation, and over $40 in airbrush makeup bonuses for just $19.95. And we'll ship it all to you for free. The sale is on. Try the world's favorite airbrush makeup now for just $19.95.
At MetaHealth, we want you to look and feel your best. You can lose up to 1 pound a day with our new prescription HCG program. We offer you the key to successful weight management. Call us today to set up a free consultation.
Good morning in Missouri. It is Thursday, March 8th, 2018.
It was so dang cold yesterday.
It was.
At least there wasn't any snow, so maybe that's something that we can
It wasn't blowing
like.
in your face.
Glass half full over here.
Yeah, and we're actually a little bit chillier this morning as far as...
No.
I know. It gets better tomorrow. It will be maybe by 5-6 degrees, so not too bad. We're at least in the 50s for Friday and Saturday, but we also have some rain chances finally to talk about. Maybe some more winter weather to talk about on Sunday as well, but we'll leave that to 2 days ahead. Here's what's happening right now. Temperatures out